Hi there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of December 6th through 12th of 2021. So crazy, isn't it, that we're really into December, not very long now until Christmas. And so, the energy, Christmas affects us so much. And we can talk about, all the religious aspects or the spiritual aspects. We can, we can acknowledge all those different things. We can also acknowledge the people who feel they don't have religious or spiritual connections to Christmas, that for them it is not to do with that at all. And we still, even when we look at that, the whole Christmas season affects every single person. And so, everything, from several weeks ago, all the way up until Christmas and beyond, everything in the stores, everything on the radio, on the TV, in social media, everything is geared toward the lead up toward Christmas, right? And whether you believe in Christmas or not, whether you observe Christmas or not, everything around you is pointing to it and is talking about it. And so it's definitely affecting every single person. Okay, so whether that's good or bad doesn't matter. Everybody just is affected by it. Your life is changed by it. Anticipation of it, all that kind of stuff. A lot of people really, really just find Christmas so delicious. Obviously, the opposite is also true, and everything in between, right? So anyway, and so all of this is just kind of it's messages given, but they're not really telling me why. They're just saying that this is an influence. Okay, all right. So let's see what your reading says for this week. Okay, crystals. So many of us are, we love crystals. I use my selenite multiple times every day. This is a clearing of energy crystal. I clear the cards with this crystal and asking Archangel Metatron to come and do the work for me. And there's so many other crystals that assist us with different things. They have different vibrations. They are extremely pure. And so whatever challenge you're facing, there's a crystal for that. And, I know a lot of women who have a whole pouch full of crystals in their bra, or they wear the bracelets, the crystal bracelets or necklaces or things like that. And they really do assist us. They help keep our own vibration clean and pure. Like, instead of being muddy, it's clear. Yeah. So if you have not yet tried crystals, you might want to give it a go. Go into a crystal store and just, so pretend that this is on a shelf somewhere, and just hover your hand over top of it and see what you feel, if anything. Some people don't feel anything. It's totally fine. And then talk to the staff there and just see, what are some ways that beginning people discover which ones are for them. Find out those things for yourself. And for those of you who have been working with crystals for quite some time already, just think to yourself, which ones are your favorites and why? What do they do for you? Even, sometimes it's you can't really put it into words. You can't really say, oh, it does exactly this and this and this for me. I don't know. If all you can say is it helps me feel good, then perfect. Okay. All right. So it looks like there's some kind of a challenge that you're experiencing that the crystals can help you with, perhaps in a defined way, but perhaps not. But whatever that challenge is that you're experiencing right now, it feels like just kind of a generally lower vibration than you sometimes have. Like it's almost like depression maybe, or loneliness, something like that. And loneliness does not depend upon whether there are other people around, right? The worst kind of loneliness is when there's people around but you cannot connect with them, that they're not on your wavelength, right? So very soon those people will not really be around because they're not vibrating the same as you, and they just will fall away, kind of. The key is to go places. What are they trying to say? Yes, go places, just because if you're sitting at home on your couch, you're not likely to really meet new people or encounter new people. But so go places where you're likely to meet like-minded people, right? Like a crystal shop. Imagine that. Um, or a park, or I've heard of people meeting at the laundromat, things like that, right? Like go places where you vibrate similarly to what that is, and hopefully the people who are there are also going to vibrate similarly. Okay, they just kind of popped in and said, but don't go to the gym for that. Isn't that interesting? Is because they said a lot of people at the gym are being like they're really judging themselves for what they look like, and then they tend to move that along to other people as well. So you don't want the judgment. Okay, all right. Okay, there's always exceptions. They're saying that too. There's always exceptions. So if you go to the gym and you're enjoying the people there, then great, do that. Okay, I don't know. That was a big tangent. I don't know what that was. Anyway, this whole challenging time that you're experiencing, and this could have to do with the lead up to Christmas, it's maybe just that difficult time of year for you. Take it one day at a time, is what they're saying. There is a lot of magic in this experience for you. It leads you to bigger and better things, is what they're saying. So try to experience, like the way you're feeling right now, try not to just ignore that. That feels like something that you've done in the past, maybe, that you're experiencing this kind of a low point and you don't want to. And so you just read a book, or you watch a movie, or you do something else just to distract you. Try to not have the distractions. Try to sit with yourself, feel what you're feeling. Cry if you need to. Phone a friend and tell them about it, how you're feeling. Or a parent or a sibling. Connect with somebody. It feels like this is a disconnect from people. And so to recreate that, you need to actually reach out to people, or accept when they reach out to you. So this feeling, everything goes in cycles. And so this is going to end. It is. It'll end sooner if you face it head on. What is that you're feeling? What's going on? What's behind that? Is it fear? Is it, what is it? What's behind that? And so then really, really look at it and feel into the messages your angels are giving you. Ask them first to give you messages, and then feel into those answers and see what to do about it. Right? Ideas will come to you, and you then will have to actually act on them. So if the idea or the message is to go to, I don't know, the church supper or something, the craft sale. If the message is to go to a place, then go there. You have to actually get up off your couch and go there. Right? So that's how you do this one day at a time. You talk to your angels and communicate with them. Okay, they're giving a lot of message, deep stuff here today. Okay, so they're saying that part of this is old, buried stuff that you've had forever. Oh my gosh, it's crystallized almost. It's like you have to use a hammer and a chisel to break that casing off from around you, to unbury the real you. It makes me want to cry, because that's buried so deep, and you just want to get rid of that stuff. It feels like hard work to start it, but once you start, it just feels glorious. It really does. Oh boy, that's deep for you. That's deep for you. You can do it. It has to do with your brothers and sisters. And so, in general, family life is kind of what it feels like. So, maybe growing up was, on the surface, looked like a fine childhood. You were not in poverty, you were not beaten, you weren't, all that kind of stuff. But it really didn't help you grow the way you needed, did not nurture you the way you needed to be nurtured. And so possibly the same is for your siblings as well. But then you sit there and you go, but they look like they're just fine. They look like they're doing good. And I feel like I'm a mess. So, maybe they experienced similar things to you, but maybe they didn't. And even within the same household, things can be wildly different. And so still, like, if you want to talk to your siblings about this, do. If you don't, then don't. But either way, just acknowledging that they are still a wonderful connection for you, and they're there for you. That's how this feels. For some of you, this is not blood relatives. For some of you, these are your chosen people. Okay, this is so emotional. I don't know. Oh, man. The angels are saying you need to sit down and actually express all this emotion that's coming through your reading. Be alone, so that there's nobody to stop you, both from your own perception as well as theirs. And just express this. Get it out. Cry. Scream. Yell. Be angry. Be frustrated. Break out of that crystallized shell that's around you, that's within you. And part of the way you'll be able to do this is to listen to your angels for the messages. Also listen to the people around you. If there's somebody trying to make amends, or somehow acknowledge part of what's caused the crystallizing around your core, then try to hear their message, try to take it in. It feels very like bringing it right into the very center of you is what this listening feels like. And if you need help, you just ask your angels, because they're always there for you to help you. Okay? And what will assist all the way is feeling thankful for who you are. Not for who anybody else is, for who you are. Like, okay, yes, you're going to be thankful for other people as well, and everything you have accomplished, all the inner work you've done. Certainly you will be thankful for all that, but number one, be thankful for you. Yes. Wow. Okay, so one last bit of wisdom. Trustworthy guidance. Let's read this. It feels like there is it's not just one person. There are people around you who can just help you. And so it feels like it's an indirect thing, because it feels like you have really internalized all this stuff that is coming to the surface right now, and that you feel very private about it. And so it is not easy at all for you to share this with a friend or even a stranger, or, you know, a counselor or anybody. Like it's just not easy for you to share this. You might even be able to say a few of the words, but then you can't really get the emotion out. But there is somebody around you who, this is your angels. This is your angels who you can spill everything to, and really get to the bottom of each bit of emotion. But still, let's read this. Oh, you have received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. Okay, this is the listening to. There's something. Let's see, keep reading. Maybe there's more. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way, we being your angels. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. So this, you know, it sounds like a idea external to you, like an opportunity coming to you. And so the first part of this message, like the base of this message, is more to do with your own self and breaking yourself free. Secondary to this, in your life around you, there is an idea, there is a new opportunity, something or other. It's maybe a job, something like that, right? That is coming to you. And so there's going to be somebody, it feels like there's somebody who's going to speak in favor of that. Somebody who knows it already, who can say, oh yes, I have experience with that thing, and it was great in this way and in that way, and in this other way, not so much, but you know, I found these things outweighed that. So you can take that guidance, right? Okay, multiple levels. Take this how it resonates. Like I said, it's a very emotional time. So the more of that deep, dark stuff that you can release, the better. Okay, Sagittarians, thank you so much for being with me. I appreciate you, and I love you, and I'll see you next week.